Hey guys, it's Jen with Simply Fit, and I'm here today to bring you a stretchy flow, okay? This is for anybody, everybody, all ages. Why? Because we are all spending more time, too much time if you ask me, in front of screens, and some of it's not our choice, right? It's our school, it's our job, it's our interaction, it's our fitness class, everything in front of screen. So that can cause a lot of tightness in your upper body, in your chest, in your neck, in your back, and your lower body, in your low back, and your hips, and your hip flexors, and your hamstrings get tight. And all of those things over time can really be bothersome, and they can cause some discomfort, and they can keep you from doing the things that you want to do that will help relieve stress, okay? Movement, exercise, walking, biking, hiking, all of those things. If you're aching and pain, oh, my knees, my hips, my back, that sucks. We don't want that, right? We don't want that for us. We don't want that for our kids. I don't want that for my kids' teachers. So doing this flow, anybody can do it. You can do it if you have a quick 15-minute break. I know my kids get a break sometimes during the day between classes. And I will, if I'm around, I'll encourage them to get up and we'll do some of these moves just in our living room, okay? You don't need anything. If you have a mat, great. If you don't have a mat, you can do it on carpet, fine. You can do this before bed. You can do it first thing in the morning. If you find that when you go to bed at night, sometimes you've got some aches and pains, or you kind of got some chronic ache and pain kind of issues, doing this before bed is really helpful to help stretch and get some of the lactic acid out of the muscles. And the breathing is helpful to calm you down before you try to go to sleep. So, no further ado, we're gonna get right into it here. Okay, so you're gonna start standing at the back of the mat. You're gonna reach up tall, inhale. And exhale, rolling down. You're gonna walk the hands out, bend the knees if you need, walk the hands out to a high plank position. Then you're gonna shift the hips back, coming into a downward dog. Knees can be bent, let the heels drop down, chest back towards the thighs. Breathe. Now we're gonna walk the dog. So I'm gonna bend one knee and push into the opposite heel and out through the opposite hip and switch. This is good for lower back, hamstrings, and calf stretching, okay? Pulling those toes, pull back. You can feel a good stretch in the bottom of your foot. One more to each side. All right, come back into the center. You're gonna take the right leg up and then step forward. And if you need to step out to the side, sometimes bringing the leg out to the outside of the mat as I have it here is a little easier for some people, that's fine. You're gonna come to this deep forward lunge. You wanna make sure that the front knee is lined up with the ankle, let the hips sink down. I want you to twist towards that right knee. Now you can drop the back knee if you need. You're gonna twist and come back to the center. I'm gonna bring the back knee up, turn the back foot to the side, and reach the left arm to the ceiling. Now if you can extend the front leg, you can even bring your hand up. You wanna feel this stretch in your hamstring, the back of the front leg. And then we're gonna come back down, drop the back knee. Untuck your toe, lifting your chest, hip flexor stretch. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, elbows wide, open the chest. Great, big chest opener, palms up, thumbs back. And now I want you to sit the hips back, extend the front leg, and get a hamstring stretch here. I'm seated back on my heel, but you don't have to. You can keep the hips lifted. We're gonna bring the hands back down, take the back toes, lift the knee. Step the front leg back, come back into your downward dog. You can walk the dog again if you need. Okay, now left leg is gonna lift and step forward next to the left hand. Again, out wider to the side if you need. Make sure that the knee is lined up with the ankle. Let the hips sink in for a breath. Remember, you can bend the knee if you need. You're gonna twist towards the left, or you can have it lifted. Now we're gonna go to the other side. So hand down, gotta turn the back foot and open. If you can, extend the leg. If you can, bring the hand to the shin. All right, bend the knee, come back down, both hands down. Bring the back knee onto the mat, untuck your toe, lift up. Now hip flexor stretch. Breathe. We're gonna shift the hips back and lean over the front leg, feeling the hamstring, the back of the thigh. I'm just gonna have a seat. I'm gonna do a few seated stretches here. Now this figure 4 stretch can be done seated like I am on the floor, or you can do it seated on a chair, okay? While you're in the middle of a meeting or something, it's fine. You're gonna cross ankle over the knee, and then slide it. And you're gonna feel this in the hip, glute, maybe outer thigh, maybe a little bit lower back. Just breathe. Okay, now I'm gonna take this back onto the mat. So I'm gonna lay back, and you can reach through and pull back. A little bit deeper stretch. Now the leg that I'm holding on to is gonna go straight out on the mat, and the other knee is gonna come across. Supine twist, keeping the shoulders down. Nice, deep, even breaths. Come back to the center. And you can hold on to the leg and rock and roll it up. We're just going to cross the other ankle over. Okay, you can roll back, pulling back, and then the other knee comes across. Make sure that you breathe. That's the whole point here, right? Is try to relax. All right, bring it in. You're gonna rock and roll it up to a seated position. I'm gonna sit cross-legged. You can sit in whatever position is comfortable for you. What we're gonna work on now is releasing the neck and upper back and the back of the shoulders, okay? So what's most important here, you wanna keep your hands pressed down into the mat. So scapula or your shoulder blades depress, right? We wanna press down. So take your right ear to right shoulder, keeping the shoulders down. Roll your chin to the chest. And then other side. And chin to chest. And side. And chin to chest. Nice and slow, other side. And chin to chest. All right. Eyes straight up. Inhale, reaching up. Now I want you to keep your sits bones down, and you're going to stretch over, lateral side body stretch, still keeping the shoulders away from your ears, and up and other side. And one more to each side. Okay, I'm going to finish with one last stretch on our hands and knees, and it's one of my favorites to release tension in the shoulders, upper and middle back. It's something that you kind of have to play with. So watch me. I'm going to show you how I get into it, into the area of my back where I tend to carry tension. But then you need to find out where that works for you, okay? So it's from your hands and knees. You're going to reach one arm up to the ceiling. Deep breath in, inhale, open your chest. Exhale, you're going to thread the arm down under. So I'm threading under, resting my shoulder and the side of my head on the mat. And this hand's going to press gently into the mat to increase the twist. Make sure you're breathing. And slowly come back up onto your hands. We'll do the same thing to the other side. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, threading under, shoulder and ear come down. Other hand, pressing down, elbow up, and twist. You can always come to a child's pose. Taking a stretch there. I'm going to finish coming through downward dog. Walking the hands back towards the feet and always slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. All right, there we go. I feel better. I hope you feel better. Take this video, slow it down to whatever pace you need. Take longer in certain areas where you're feeling a little more tension, but I hope it helps.